you think of the program?
The asset program?
Yes.
The asset program seems like a very good opportunity for someone that isn't looking to go to a full-time technical school that might be too far away for them to stay out there. I think it's a very good opportunity, and you can certainly get your foot in the door at a dealership.
After presentations, did any of your goals change?
Yes, I definitely opened my eyes more to Ford. Particularly I'm a Chevy guy, but Ford offers a very good training program, job security certainly, and they're just an all-around good company that seems like they'll take care of you.
Alright, for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm John Biscardi. I'm the Vice Principal here at the Brick Center. I also am the supervisor of all the automotive programs throughout the district. I want to thank everybody for coming here today. This is our second Ford Career Day. We're very excited to be part of this. We're very excited to create opportunities here for our students to get them employed in the automotive field. First I want to go around and introduce my instructors. Okay, notice the VTS staff that are here. Keep a reminder that we have 5 automotive instructors that are out of the classroom today with substitutes in their classrooms. We've had to provide alternate transportation to get students bused to and from the Brick Center to be part of this. We're fully committed to making this work, as most of you see by my emails. I'm pretty good at firing back emails and sending stuff out there. So I guess I'll start on the left-hand side of Jay Houle, who's the automotive technology instructor here in Brick. Next to him is Lou Gavain, who teaches automotive technology in our Waretown Center during the day. Frank Storholm, who teaches automotive technology in the Jackson Center. I have Frank Morelli, who's our cooperative education coordinator for the entire district. Next to him is Marco Esposito. Marco teaches Twilight Automotive Technology in the Waretown Center, and that is an adult-only program. And next to Marco is Greg Cohen, who teaches our auto diesel technology program at our Jackson Center. So that is those VTS staff that is here. We do have students from our Design and Visual Communications program that are here doing video and pictures as they did last year, so we'll be happy to share once everything's processed. The video will be uploaded to YouTube as we did last year, so it's a nice way to share what we do here. Next to me here is the man that making all this happen, is Dan Urowski. Dan is what's your official title, Dan?
I'm a field service engineer from New Jersey, the Jersey Shore, Staten Island, and Brooklyn. I represent 22 dealers. I've assembled everyone here today. To my right, handling the computer is Chris McCarthy. Chris is a zone manager for New Jersey, the Jersey Shore. He's also a graduate of Monmouth County Vocational Technical School. I got Ken Karowski. He's our capacity manager. He's the one that wants to make an oil change go from 3 hours down to 20 minutes.
And it can be done.
I've got Bill Carpenter. Bill Carpenter is an alumni of this campus. He's a graduate of Chrysler Cap. He's also a graduate of Penn College, and he's a field service engineer in North Jersey. I got Corey Thayer. He's our new regional manager, right?
He just got me promoted. Thank you for that. I'm the parts and service operations manager for the New York region.
I got Al Wargo. Al Wargo is a shop foreman and the man that makes it happen, All-American Old Bridge. We've got about 40 technicians working up there now.
30.
30 and about 20 are senior masters.
Yes.
I got Brendan Fernandez. Brendan Fernandez is a graduate of Ocean County Vocational Technical School. Son of Marco over here. Anyways, he works at Causeway Ford Lincoln. He is a senior master technician.
Did you see anything in the program, in any of the programs that you see yourself doing in the future?
Yeah, I definitely see myself possibly working for a Ford dealership as a mechanic or whatever I can do there, or parts salesman or whatever. But definitely
For today, and then she pauses.
We're trying to bring in 3 vocational schools, actually 4, right? 3 campuses, 4 programs.
Actually follow 5 programs.
5 programs together with the Ford dealers in Southern Monmouth and Northern, or all of Ocean County. We want to have an open interview when we're done. We're going to have Brandon and Al do some demonstrations on misfire diagnosis with our latest IDS systems. We're going to have some question and answer stuff. And then you're going to have open interviews with all these gentlemen that are in this room. How many people want to get a job working with a Ford dealer? Okay. More importantly, how many of you want to go on a post-secondary education? That's UTI, or Gloucester Asset, or Rockland County Asset, or Penn College Asset. You've all been to Gloucester County Asset last trip. John made happen, and all your instructors. Great expense to the county, and so, awesome. That's pretty much how we're gonna go. Let's see where we're at now. At this time, I'm gonna talk about TSEP, Technical Career Entry, which is here. Can you go to the next slide? All right, so we're trying to recruit technicians. There's a big need for technicians. A lot of guys are getting older, girls are getting older, they're leaving the field. And not as many students are going to vocational school programs. This is a great place to recruit. Okay, the current approach, you can hire unskilled candidates to train through the 4 training centers. Probably take you 8 to 10 years to become a fully certified senior master like those two gentlemen in the back. We can lure technicians away from neighboring dealers. That's a real expensive proposition for each dealership because you got to keep raising the price of each technician per hour. We can utilize 4 technical career entry programs. The cool thing, if you come in and you go to post-secondary school and you get hired at a Ford dealer, you've got all your credentials. The dealer doesn't have to replace you to send you to school. You come in fully trained, you know the product, and you're worth a heck of a lot more to them when you come in off the street. All right, here's the deal of what we got going on. You got an asset program. You got colleges of 2 years or 4 years. These are asset programs, so you're going to get an associate's degree when you're done. It's 2 years, associate's degree. The dealer may sponsor you. Your tuition varies. I've got tuitions anywhere for a New York State resident of $8,800. Gloucester County is about $12,000. It's definitely a very worthwhile program. Then you have FACT, or FACT representative is going to come up and explain FACT completely. This gives you 100% of your credentials to work at a Ford dealer. This gives you 70% of your credentials to work at a Ford dealer. The bottom program is an MLR. It's similar to Marco's Twilight program, but it does teach the Ford curriculum. And that gives you about 25 to 50% of your credentials, and you can build on from there.
What did you think of the program?
It was honestly really good, really informative. I found out more than I wanted to actually about the asset program. In fact, making my decision a little bit easier about where I want to go to school next year and what I would like to pursue, say, working in a dealership and turning a wrench for the rest of my life or pursuing something else.
For this program, and you'll get a number that identifies you. Then when one of these great gentlemen back here hires you because you really wow them and really show them what you got, then those classes will go over onto your training plan or whatever dealer hires you. We're really encouraging asset or fact here. If you do go on to asset, those credentials, those classes, those web-based classes will follow you. So you're going to be basically taking your college classes, your junior, senior, or Twilight program before you even enter college. It's going to give you a heck of an advantage. The asset program is 10 weeks on, 10 weeks off. So you go to school for 10 weeks, you come back and work at a dealer for 10 weeks. The next program for, at least if you go to Gloucester County, is 20 weeks in school, 20 weeks off. Now, if you have all this training pretty much done, you're going to have extra time during that 10 weeks you're in school to come back and work at a dealer. And you're going to be worth more to them because every time you go, every 10-week segment, you're going to come back with a different credential, which might mean another $1 or $2 an hour in pay. If you want to get to the top of the pay scale as fast as possible, besides being a good employee, don't wreck cars, don't perform drug tests, pay attention, don't drop a car off a lift, all that kind of stuff is extremely important. And that's the way you want to go. And that's what we're trying to push, to be honest with you. We go to the next slide. All right, so the tools for dealer leverage, asset fact, asset MLR. You guys are NATEF. Being a NATEF school, you're going to get $1,000 off your UTI tuition. I don't know if you guys are aware of that or not, but we'll get into that. The dealer should be going to do4tech.com. you will be able to put yourselves on newfordtech.com, as well as the dealers can place ads at newfordtech.com over free.
Again, my name is Bob Mankin, and you're the UTI, Universal Technical Institute. We partnered with Ford in 2000. We created the FACT program. I'll just give you guys some quick facts about FACT. Talk a little bit about it, and if you guys have any questions. So the FACT itself, again, we partnered with it in 2000, so about 17 years involved in the program. It's in 9 of our locations. The only ones they're not in is Dallas, Fort Worth, and Long Beach, which are our new campuses. Everything else, every campus out there, all other campuses do have a FACT program. The FACT program is a 15-week program. You do have to take your automotive or automotive and diesel programs in order to get into FACT, so it's a prerequisite. Okay. Each FACT location is about $1 million worth of tools and equipment and vehicles in each FACT location for the students to work. They do receive about 70% of your credentials by going to the FACT program. Right now, about 23,000 students have been through FACT. So it's our biggest elective, okay, by far. Okay, we do have other electives out there, but FACT is our biggest. We're trying to grow and work that way. Each of our programs will employ up to 10 Ford certified technicians, Ford factory certified instructors, okay? So it's a good program to get into. We do job placement as well. So we work to have Ford career days, which we'll be having here next month at the campus. It is articulating, which means that if you do get hired or enrolled to UTI, it's $1,000 off of your tuition off the bat. Okay. We have things like trip programs, tuition reimbursement programs through dealerships as well. So I'm not going to get involved and talk about that in length, but if you have any questions, just let me know. Okay.
After presentations, did any of your goals change?
Actually, it did. Like before, I would never think about going into like a Ford dealership and anything. And then I heard that most manufacturers require the FACT training. And I'd actually consider going into the Ford training programs.
Where you meet with a dealer principal?
Okay, good morning again. My name is Terry Fanger. That's all right, no problem. So let me explain my role briefly that I have with Ford Motor Company here in the New York region. And primarily our role, when I say our role, I'm also referring to Chris here. He's on the team in the New York region as well. And in our role, we work with the dealers to do the very best we can to provide the best level of customer satisfaction and support for all of the Ford and Lincoln customers we have. And certainly a key component of that is to have the very best technicians in the industry. And I will tell you, without a word of doubt, Ford Motor Company takes a lot of pride in having the very best dealers in the business and then having the very best technicians in the business.
Now let's bring up Chris Thorne to tell me the dealer side of things, and the service, what you're looking for.
What's going on, everybody? So from the dealer side of everything, what we're looking for when we're interviewing you guys is, like Dan said, the certifications, the training, all of that is super important, and it definitely elevates you above somebody coming in at a lower level. If you can come in and you have those certifications, our expectation is higher, but we also pay higher because of that. But I also want to touch on something that tends to get missed a little bit when we are interviewing. I got to be honest, if you're going to come in for an interview, don't ask me for a pen, because I'm going to tell you right now I'm not hiring you, because that's a tool that you need to have all the time. Don't come in with earrings, don't come in looking sloppy, don't come in with your pants down by your knees. All of these kind of situations are things that we deal with as managers, but what you have to remember is if you're going to apply to a dealership, we're the best of the best. People bring their car to us because they expect that level of professionalism, not because they're looking for mom and pop's gas station. So we need to have the confidence that if we're going to put you with somebody, a mentor, that mentor who's more than likely going to be older, more than likely going to be proud of what he's doing, been through the ropes, much like yourself, they're going to be critiquing you in the way that you carry yourself, in the way that you conduct yourself. You may even be put in a situation where you speak to a customer a little bit, and we want to make sure that what you're portraying yourself to be is what the dealership wants to portray. So everything is important, the training, the certification, the schooling, all of that, but it goes even beyond that to get a dealer position. You really do want to be the best of the best, and that's kind of what we're looking for as far as that goes.
What did you think of the program and why?
Awesome, because they taught us how the programs are, and that they will train us and become the technician, be top notch, the best of the best.